position than he started with.
Let's start with just the prospect of the war to begin with.
Yeah.
Look, the argument that he started this because he wanted to, there are plenty of people who think there was a very real threat of nuclear. It was presented through intelligence. Israel had an opportunity to really take and strike at this point. And as for diplomacy, that was sunsetting anyway. Anything.
Well, it wasn't sunsetting. It was detonated by the first Trump administration. It was knocked out, but it was going to sunset if it hadn't already.
And they were lying about everything.
And, right. The idea of they had much longer range missiles than they ever admitted
compliance
to.
Problems,
We've seen all of that
sure.
play out.
But the point is, they had been stopped from getting anywhere near a nuclear weapon. And last year, the president assured us that he ended their nuclear ambitions. If he wants to come clean with the American people that he failed to do that, then he has to say that before he launches a war.
Democrats at that time said, no, you haven't. And then you haven't.
Clearly he hadn't.
Yeah.
Clearly that he hadn't. So then we needed to go back and take care of it, unless you really think it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon.
But again, they don't have a nuclear weapon. They weren't about to get a nuclear weapon.
How do you know? Why do you keep saying they weren't about to get one? Steve Witkoff said they had enough fissible material for 11 bombs.
So are you acknowledging the president lied when he said that their program was obliterated?
No one knew what happened at Fordo.
Either he didn't know or he was lying. Okay. Which is it?
Is that really the point? Whether or not
the point isn't my neighbors in Michigan are paying more for gas.
Whether or not he knew it was obliterated or not is not the point. If it wasn't obliterated, then you have to do something. You can't go back and say, well, you lied about this,
Joe,
so that we can't actually do what we need to do.
Joe, America is weaker because the president launched this war.
Well, that's your opinion. That's not.
No, but it's clear, and I'll tell you why. Because
we had
when
the
Trump,
Secretary of NATO say the world is a safer place. He just said that yesterday.
His job is to butter up the president. But why do you think the president chickened out on his demand? Why do you think the president backed off of his demand? The president said,
backed off of which demand?
Unconditional surrender. Right now, instead of unconditional surrender, which was the president's demand just 1 month ago.
This is not over yet, number one.
Is this unconditional surrender?
I don't know what it's going to end up being.
I'll tell you what we've got.
If the Strait reopens again and they have no Navy,
so the best case scenario is the Strait being open. The Strait was open before he started this.
Yeah, but they were close to having a nuclear weapon, 11 nuclear weapons.
We had other ways of dealing with
it. Like what? Obama's way?
Well, that worked.
That did not work.
Did they get a nuclear weapon under Obama? Did they get a nuclear weapon?
They were close enough within months.
No. And the president, again, assured us the whole point of bombing them last year was to, quote unquote, obliterate the nuclear program.